This is the third set of selections from the House on Mango Street. These are the vignettes that you need for reading check number 3. A smart cookie. I could have been somebody, my mother says and sighs. She has lived in the city her whole life. She can speak 2 languages, she can sing an opera. She knows how to fix a TV, but she doesn't know which subway train to take to get downtown. I hold her hand very tight while we wait for the right train to arrive. She used to draw when she had time. Now she draws with a needle and thread, little knotted rosebuds, tulips made of silk thread. Some day she would like to go to the ballet, some day she would like to see a play. She borrows opera records from the public library and sings with velvety lungs powerful as morning glory. Today, while cooking oatmeal, she is Madame Butterfly until she sighs and points the wooden spoon at me. I could have been somebody, Esperanza, you go to school, study hard. That Madame Butterfly was a fool. She stirs the oatmeal. Look at my comadres. She means Iziara, whose husband left, and Yolanda, whose husband is dead. Got to take care all your own, she says, shaking her head. Then out of nowhere. Shame is a bad thing, It keeps you down. You want to know why I quit school? Because I didn't have nice clothes. No clothes, but I had brains. Yup, she says, disgusted, stirring again. I was a smart cookie then. What Sally said. He never hits me hard. She said her mama rubs lard on all the places where it hurts. Then at school she'd say she fell. That's where all the blue places come from. That's why her skin is always scarred. But who believes her? A girl that big, a girl who comes in with her pretty face all beaten and black, can't be falling off the stairs. He never hits me hard. But Sally doesn't tell about that time he hit her with his hands just like a dog, she said, like if I was an animal. He thinks I'm going to run away like his sisters who made the family ashamed, just because I'm a daughter, and then she doesn't say. Sally was going to get permission to stay with us a little, and one Thursday she came finally with a sack full of clothes and a paper bag of sweetbread her mamma sent, and would have stayed too, except when the dark came, her father, whose eyes were little from crying, knocked on the door and said, "Please come back. This is the last time," and she said, "Daddy," and went home. Then we didn't need to worry, until one day Sally's father catches her talking to a boy, and the next day she doesn't come to school, and the next, until the way Sally tells it, he just went crazy. He just forgot he was her father between the buckle and the belt. "You're not my daughter, you're not my daughter." And then he broke into his hands. Red Clown. Sally, you lied. It wasn't what you said at all. What he did, where he touched me. I didn't want it, Sally. The way they said it, the way it's supposed to be, all the storybooks and movies. Why did you lie to me? I was waiting by the Red Clown. I was standing by the tilt-a-whirl where you said, and anyway, I don't like carnivals. I want to be with you because you laugh on the tilt-a-whirl. You throw your head back and laugh. I hold your change, wave, count how many times you go by. Those boys that look at you because you're pretty. I'd like to be with you, Sally. You're my friend. But that big boy, where did he take you? I waited such a long time. I waited by the Red Clowns, just like you said, but you never came for me. Sally, Sally, 100 times. Why didn't you hear me when I called? Why didn't you tell them to leave me alone? The one who grabbed me by the arm, he wouldn't let me go. He said, "I love you, Spanish girl, I love you," and pressed his sour mouth to mine. Sally, make him stop. I couldn't make them go away. I couldn't do anything but cry. I don't remember. It was dark. I don't remember. I don't remember. Please don't make me tell it all. Why did you leave me all alone? I waited my whole life. You're a liar. They all lied. All the books and magazines, everything that told it wrong. Only his dirty fingernails against my skin. Only his sour smell again. The moon that watched. The tilt-a-whirl. The Red Clowns laughing their thick tongue laugh. Then the colors began to whirl. Sky tipped. Their high black gym shoes ran. Sally, you lied, you lied. He wouldn't let me go. He said, "I love you, Spanish girl." Linoleum Roses. Sally got married like we knew she would, young and not ready, but married just the same. She met a marshmallow salesman at a school bazaar, and she married him in another state where it's legal to get married before 8th grade. She has her husband in her house now, her pillowcases and her plates. She says she is in love, but I think she did it to escape. Sally says she likes being married because now she gets to buy her own things when her husband gives her money. She is happy, except sometimes her husband gets angry, and once he broke the door where his foot went through. Though most days he is okay, except he won't let her talk on the telephone, and he doesn't let her look out the window, And he doesn't like her friends, so nobody gets to visit her unless he is working. She sits at home because she is afraid to go outside with permission. She looks at all the things they own, the towels and the toaster, the alarm clock and the drapes. She likes looking at the walls, at how neatly their corners meet, the linoleum roses on the floor, the ceiling smooth as wedding cake. Mango says goodbye sometimes. I like to tell stories. I tell them inside my head. I tell them after the mailman says, "Here's your mail." "Here's your mail," he said. I make a story for my life, for each step my brown shoe takes. I say, and so I trudged up the wooden stairs, her sad brown shoes taking her to the house she never liked. I like to tell stories. I'm going to tell you a story about a girl who didn't want to belong. We didn't always live on Mango Street. Before that, we lived on Loomis on the third floor, and before that, we lived on Keeler. Before Keeler, it was Paulina. But what I remember most is Mango Street. Sad red house, the house I belong but do not belong to. I put it down on paper, and then the ghost does not ache so much. I write it down, and Mango says goodbye sometimes. She does not hold me with both arms. She sets me free. One day I will pack my bags of books and paper. One day I will say goodbye to Mango. I am too strong for her to keep me here forever. One day I will go away. Friends and neighbors will say, "What happened to that Esperanza? Where did she go with all those books and paper? Why did she march so far away?" They will not know I have gone away to come back, for the ones I left behind, for the ones who cannot out.